My name is Shantrise Payne. I'm 30 years old and I'm a child that was formerly in the care of Harlem Dowling. Well, my mother was using drugs at the time and there was physical and emotional abuse as well. A call was placed by my guidance counselor at school to BCW, which is what it was then, and then I was taken from school because BCW had already received a complaint from someone else. We don't know who that was. I was taken straight from school and held at the center where they take children before they place them. I was in my aunt's care until I aged out at 21 years old. It was an interesting experience. They gave me a lot of individual therapy and group therapy. They intervened a lot with my family because it's different being placed with your family than being placed in a separate foster home. So they helped me get through a lot of family reunions and other situations that could have been very emotionally draining and could have frankly been dangerous, by also counseling my mother and letting her know what her rights were, what my rights were, and when we were allowed to see each other. So they worked very hard to keep me safe. While I was in the Independent Living Skills program, when they started the first college tour, so I went on the Black College tour, that kept me very motivated about college. And then I went on to go to SUNY Binghamton, where I spent 4 years, and then I took an additional year and went to England to study abroad for a year, and then I graduated with my bachelor's in sociology. I then came back to the United States and worked for a summer, and then I went to law school at the University of Buffalo. And I spent 3 years there and graduated with my law degree back in 2004. Harlem Dowling always has provided a safe place for their children and their teens and even their foster parents to be. No matter what crisis you were going through, or if it was just another day where you didn't have anything to do, they gave you a place to be so you didn't have to make hard decisions. And they always welcomed you with open arms. So Harlem Dowling has always been one of my safe places, even through college and through law school, that I would call back to, I would go and visit with, and even spend hours there after school, just so I didn't have to get wrapped up in the other things that children and teenagers get wrapped up in. I want people to know that Harlem Dowling hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. The crisis has changed, the problems have changed, the issues have changed, but Harlem Dowling is the same. It's still a safe environment, a safe place with people who are more than committed to the safety of every child that comes to their care.